A large alien salvage crew arrived at the edge of a dead star system. Their ships moved slowly through the cold darkness, lights sweeping across broken asteroids and silent debris. Nothing had lived here for a very long time. Then the scanners found something. A single human ship drifted alone in the black void. It was old, dark, and badly damaged. The hull was covered in scars, each one a memory of some long-forgotten battle. Parts of the metal were burned, some sections completely torn apart. The alien crew stared at the image in disbelief. "That thing?" one alien laughed. "It looks like it should have fallen apart centuries ago." Another added, "Humans build weak ships. Probably one small hit and it died." Their scanners supported the mockery. No life signs. No active power. No heat. Nothing. The ship looked completely dead. But one alien did not laugh. A young officer named Relic kept staring at one strange detail on the scanner screen. A faint dot. A tiny, almost invisible signal. So weak that even the computer struggled to read it. "Captain," Relic said carefully, "there is something strange. The ship is sending a kind of signal. Very old. Very faint. I think it may still be alive." The captain, a tall gray-skinned alien named Vorak, waved his hand dismissively. "Impossible," he said. "Look at it. That human relic is worthless. A floating piece of metal. Nothing more." "But sir," Relic tried again. "We are salvagers, not storytellers," Vorak interrupted. "Prepare the team. We are going on board." Relic felt a cold shiver run through him, but he followed orders. Boarding the relic. Their shuttle connected to the human ship with a metallic thud. When the door opened, a wave of cold, dead air washed over the aliens. The lights of their helmets cut through the darkness. Every step echoed. Every sound felt too loud. The corridors were long and empty, the walls twisted and burned. Old battle damage covered every corner, holes from weapons the aliens did not recognize, scars from explosions, long claw-like scratches that made no sense. "This ship fought something," one alien whispered. "Something big." The deeper they walked, the worse the damage became. Some areas of the walls looked melted, like they were struck by energy so strong it broke the metal structure. Other areas were patched using ancient human repair bots, now dead and rusted on the floor. "How old is this ship?" another alien wondered. "A few hundred years?" Relic shook his head. His scanner showed something different. "More," he said quietly. "Much more." But before he could finish the sentence, the corridor lights above them flickered. What? Just once. Everyone froze. Their hearts pounded inside their suits. But the light went dead again. Silence returned. "Probably the pressure of our footsteps," the captain said, trying to sound calm. "Old ship. Old metal." Nobody fully believed that. The strange core room. After several minutes, they reached a large chamber, the ship's core room. The central power unit sat in the middle like a giant black heart. Thick cables ran across the ceiling, hanging like the roots of an old tree. The core looked dead. Cold. Lifeless. Dull. Relic felt something watching them. "This place is not normal," he whispered. "I feel." Suddenly, the core flickered with a dim blue spark. Every alien flinched backward. The blue spark grew brighter for half a second, then vanished again. The entire ship hummed, just once, like something ancient was stretching its limbs after a long sleep. That was not natural," one alien said. Captain Vorak opened his mouth to reply, but he didn't get the chance. The awakening. The ship's core flashed again, stronger this time. The lights on the walls flickered alive. Panels on the floor vibrated. The air suddenly felt warmer. Every alien helmet beeped at the same time. Their visor screens turned black for an instant. Then a message appeared in bright red letters. A human message. A message from a ship that had been silent for 1,000 years. Warning. Enemy signature detected. The aliens stared at the words, frozen in fear. Human warship defense mode, engaging. Relic lights turned on one by one, like glowing eyes waking in the dark. The door behind the aliens slammed shut with a heavy metallic boom. Then they heard a deep vibration under their feet. Ancient engines, starting. No, one alien whispered. "This ship, it should not be alive." Relic's scanner screamed. Something massive was approaching the star system from the outer dark. "Captain," Relic said with horror in his voice, "the signal I detected, it wasn't coming from this ship." Vorak turned slowly. "Then, where was it coming from?" Relic swallowed. "Something else. Something big. Something this ship has fought before." The ship lights fully activated. Red alarms flashed. The human AI spoke through the chamber's speakers, its voice old but powerful. Enemy approaching. Human warship preparing for combat. The aliens stood in the core room, trapped inside a human ship that had not fought for 1,000 years. Now, it was waking up for war. And they were still inside it. The human warship shook violently as ancient systems activated after 1,000 years of silence. The aliens inside the core room grabbed onto railings, trying not to fall as the entire ship came awake like a sleeping giant rising from a nightmare. Lights along the walls flickered, stabilized, then turned blood red. Alarms echoed through the corridors. A deep mechanical voice spoke again, echoing across every room. Enemy approaching. Human warship defense protocol active. Rallen's heart pounded so hard he felt it in his throat. Captain Vorik tried to keep calm. Everyone, stay together. This is just an automated system. It doesn't know we are here. But even he sounded unsure. Panels on the walls lit up, displaying old star maps and tactical systems. Holograms came alive around them, showing the outside of the ship, the Dead Star system, and something else. Small dots at the far edge of the screen. Dots, moving. Fast. Rallen stepped forward. His eyes widened. Captain, the enemy is real. Vorik turned sharply. What do you mean? He pointed at the hologram. Those ships, they're not from us. They're not from any modern empire. Their energy signature is wrong. The hologram zoomed in. The alien crew gasped. Strange dark shapes approached from the outer edge of the star system. Ships covered in black armor that absorbed light instead of reflecting it. Their movements were unnatural, smooth, almost alive. One alien whispered, "What are those things?" Rallen answered in a shaking voice. I think they're the enemy this human ship fought 1,000 years ago." Vorik's face went pale. That war was only a myth. Not to the humans, Rallen said softly. White medium star the ship remembers. Without warning, every screen inside the core room changed. Now it showed old footage. Real footage. 1,000 years old. The aliens watched as the human ship, this very ship, fought in giant battles against unknown dark fleets. Explosions filled the screens. Human crew members shouted orders, fired weapons, launched counterattacks. The ship was hit again and again but refused to fall. The footage jumped forward. Human crew members were injured. Some died. Some kept fighting. More battles. More darkness. More screams. Then the final clip. A human captain stood in the command room. His uniform was torn, his face tired and bloody, but his voice was strong. If this message is found, he said, know that humanity fought until the last second. This ship carries our memory, our strength, our duty. We die, but the ship must survive. The clip ended. The room fell into silence. Rallen felt something heavy in his chest. Even the aliens who once mocked the humans now felt respect, maybe even fear. But the silence didn't last. The ship's AI spoke again. Hostile fleet detected. Range, 300,000 kilometers. Preparing weapons. The aliens froze. Preparing weapons? One alien repeated, horrified. This ship is going to fight. Vorik clenched his jaw. We need to get off this relic now. He pressed his communicator. All boarding teams returned to the shuttle immediately. Move. But the ship had other plans. White medium star trapped inside. The door behind them locked with a loud metallic snap. Rallen rushed to it, pressing his hand against the cold metal. It didn't budge. We're trapped, he shouted. A mechanical voice replied. Boarding teams identified as unknown. Security lockdown active. Rallen turned toward the captain. The ship doesn't trust us. Vorik growled. We need to convince it somehow. But how do you convince a 1,000-year-old warship AI made in the fires of a brutal war? Another alien shouted from the corner, Captain, look at this. A new hologram appeared, showing small machines crawling through the ship's corridors. Rusty repair drones. Some missing limbs. Some sparking. But all moving with purpose. They're waking up too, someone whispered. The drones reached broken walls and damaged panels, starting to repair them using ancient tools. The ship was fixing itself. Preparing. For war. White medium star the enemy closes in. The hologram shifted again, showing the approaching fleet in clearer detail now. Dozens of black ships. Shaped like blades. Moving in perfect silence. Rallen swallowed hard. Captain, they're fast. Too fast. They'll be here soon. Vorik stared at them, eyes wide. How did this ship survive them before? No one answered. But the humans had done it. Somehow. White medium star, a risky plan. Rallan tapped his helmet. Captain, maybe the AI will listen to us. Vorik turned. What? This ship is searching for threats. It sees us as unknown aliens inside its body. But we can talk to it. Vorik frowned. If we make one mistake, it might attack us. Rallan nodded. Yes. But if we do nothing, we will die anyway. Either by the AI or by those ships outside. Everyone looked at each other. They knew he was right. Vorik sighed. All right, try. Rallan stepped forward, facing the center of the core room where a glowing blue sphere floated, the AI's main interface. He took a deep breath. Human AI, he said slowly. We are not your enemy. Nothing happened. Rallan continued, heart racing. We entered your ship only for salvage. We did not know the enemy was coming. Still nothing. We want to help, he said. We want to survive. Help us, and we will help you. The lights flickered. The hologram paused. Then the AI spoke. Alien intent. Unknown. Rallan held his breath. The AI continued. Probability of hostile action. 32%. The aliens froze. Vorik whispered, That's not good. The AI was still thinking. Then it said, Probability of allied cooperation. 41%. Rallan's eyes lit up. It's listening. The AI paused again. Then, request, prove non-hostile status. How do we do that? Someone asked. Before anyone could answer, the ship shook violently. White medium star, the first shot. A powerful energy blast hit the ship from outside. The entire structure groaned, like an old beast woken with pain. Sparks fell from the ceiling. Panels shook loose. The aliens screamed, grabbing onto anything they could. The hologram showed the truth. The enemy fleet had fired the first shot. The AI's voice thundered. Defense mode active. Activating main weapons. Massive cannons began rising from the hull. Old engines roared. Power surged through cables that had slept for centuries. Rallan stared in awe. This ship, it's alive again. The AI spoke once more. Alien boarding team, assist or die. No one argued. White medium star ending cliffhanger. Vorik shouted, All right. We helped the ship fight. The core lights blazed brighter. The AI responded. Allied status. Temporary. Proceed to weapon control. The aliens turned toward a newly opened corridor. They didn't know what waited inside. But they had no choice. Behind them, the ship roared as ancient guns charged. And ahead of them, the enemy swarmed closer. The unexpected war had begun, again. The corridor ahead of the alien boarding team opened slowly, releasing a deep, metallic groan. Dust floated through the air like old ghosts awakening. Red emergency lights flickered along the ceiling, guiding the aliens deeper into the heart of the ancient human warship. Captain Vorik raised his arm. Stay close. No one separates. We don't know what defenses this ship still has. Rallan nodded, gripping his scanner tightly. Every step felt heavier than the last. The ship's metal floor vibrated under their boots, quiet at first, then stronger, like something massive was powering up deep below them. The AI's cold voice echoed through the corridor. Enemy fleet closing in. Estimated impact, 3 minutes. Rallan's eyes widened. 3 minutes? That's not enough time. Vorik replied, Then we run. The team hurried forward, passing broken doors and old battle damage. In one room they saw human armor pieces scattered on the floor, untouched for centuries. In another they found a cracked helmet with dried blood inside. The sight made them shiver. This ship lost so many people, one alien whispered. Rallan touched a mark on the wall, an old handprint burned into the metal. They fought until the end, he said softly. This ship remembers their sacrifice. As they moved deeper, they entered a massive chamber with tall control panels and ancient screens. The lights flicked on automatically. The AI spoke. Primary weapon control room. Vorik looked around. This is it. This room controls one of the ship's main guns. One alien stepped forward, examining the console. But, this is human technology. We can't operate this. Before anyone could respond, the console changed. The buttons rearranged themselves. The screen switched languages. A new interface appeared, simple, understandable. Rallan stared. The ship, it adjusted itself so we can use it. Vorik stepped closer to the glowing console. It wants us to help. The AI confirmed. Human crew, deceased. Allied crew required for weapon control. Assist or be removed. The last line sent chills through everyone. White medium star, the enemy arrives. Outside, the void exploded with blue light as the enemy fleet entered firing range. The black ships, moving like blades cutting through space, opened fire. Massive energy bolts smashed against the warship's hull. Boom. The entire ship shook violently. The aliens fell to their knees as alarms screamed above them. Shield failure imminent, the AI warned. Vorik struggled to stand. Activate the weapon. Rallon started now. Rallon rushed to the control panel. His trembling hands moved across the glowing interface. It displayed a giant weapon schematic, a supercannon built into the warship's side. Charging sequence started. Rallon shouted. But it needs power. The ship rumbled again. Another blast hit them. Metal screamed as parts of the hull cracked under the pressure. From the hologram they saw one of the enemy ships release a ball of dark energy. It curved unnaturally like it was alive, heading straight toward the warship. Rallon's voice cracked. Captain, that hit will tear us apart. Vorik looked at the AI. Do something. The AI responded. Power distribution low. Allied assistance required. Suddenly, another door opened behind them. The AI led them deeper. White medium star, the heart of the ship. Inside was a narrow staircase leading down. The room below was dark, except for a slow pulsing blue glow. The power core, Rallon whispered. We need to stabilize it. They descended into the core chamber. The heart of the ship loomed before them, an ancient reactor surrounded by mechanical arms and rusted pipes. Sparks flew as the core struggled to wake fully. The AI's voice surrounded them like a whispering ghost. Core output at 47%. Required output, 90%. Vorik frowned. How do we increase it? A panel opened automatically beside them. Simple instructions appeared. Rallon read them quickly. We need to reconnect the 3 main power conduits. They're damaged. Another blast hit the ship. The floor shook. Panels fell from the ceiling. One alien shouted, We don't have time. Rallon yelled back, If we don't do this, the ship will die, and so will we. They rushed to the conduits. The first one sparked violently, sending blue arcs of energy into the air. Rallon approached it carefully, using insulated gloves found in a nearby compartment. He grabbed the bent metal and pushed it back into its socket. Crack. Blue energy flowed through the conduit, lighting the chamber brighter. First one is stable. Rallon called. Vorik and 2 others worked on the second conduit. It was heavier, half-broken, and covered in burned wiring. They pulled hard. Sparks shot everywhere. Finally, click. The second conduit locked into place. The core pulsed brighter. Core output, 69%. The third conduit was the worst. Completely ripped out, lying on the floor like a dead snake. Rallon sighed. That one will take time. We don't have time, Vorik said. Another explosion shook the room. One alien fell, screaming as a metal panel crushed his leg. Rallon turned to help him, but the injured alien pushed him away. Finish the conduit, he said through clenched teeth. Or none of us leave alive. Rallon nodded and rushed to the broken conduit. He lifted it with all his strength, straining, muscles trembling. The ship was counting on him. Everyone inside it, dead or alive, was counting on him. He slammed the conduit into position. Boom. The ship shook so hard Rallon almost lost grip. But he held on. Harder. Until, click. The third conduit locked. The core roared to life. A flood of blue energy surged upward like a rising sun. The AI announced. Core output, 93%. Power restored. Firing main weapon. White medium star, the first human shot in 1,000 years. The aliens rushed back up into the weapon control room. The screens blazed with light. The massive cannon on the warship's side charged with blinding blue energy. The entire ship vibrated with the force building inside the weapon. Rallon stared in awe. It's beautiful. Vorik smirked. Beautiful? It sounds like it's going to explode. If we don't fire, we will die, the AI warned. The enemy ships were now dangerously close. One ship angled its black weapon toward the warship. Fired. But the warship fired first. A massive blue beam shot out like a lightning strike from a god. Thump. The enemy ship was hit square in the middle. Its black armor cracked, then shattered completely. The ship exploded into a flash of white light. The aliens inside the warship gasped. Rallon whispered, We destroyed it. Vorik tapped the console. Good. Now let's destroy the rest. But the AI interrupted. Warning. Enemy counterattack incoming. Multiple vessels approaching. The hologram zoomed out, revealing dozens more black ships moving in. Rallan felt cold. The first wave, he whispered. Just the first wave. Vorik clenched his jaw. This warship, it wasn't built for one battle. The AI spoke with grim finality. The war returns. Prepare for the next strike. And the corridor behind them opened again, deeper into the ship, where the next secret waited, where the true power of the relic still slept. Its engines roar awake, glowing with bright white fire. Old metal plates shift and lock into battle position. Thousands of small lights flicker across the hull. Systems coming online after 1,000 years of sleep. The alien crew watches with wide eyes. Jorvik whispers, "It's not just alive, it's angry." Captain Zaro nods slowly. This ship was built for war. It remembers. The enemy battleship reacts. The dark hunter ship spreads open like a giant metal beast. Panels split. Spikes extend. Rotating cannons lock onto the human relic. Its growl shakes the alien vessel. Arr, shimima. Then, the enemy fires again. A storm of dark plasma bolts shoot through space at deadly speed, like knives made of lightning. The alien crew screams. Direct hit incoming. It will tear the relic apart. But the ancient human ship does not turn or dodge. Instead, it activates something unexpected. A glowing shield appears. A circular barrier of white energy bursts from the relic ship's hull. Boom. The plasma bolts slam into it, one by one. But the shield holds strong. Jorvik gasps. Captain, human ships in our age don't even have shields like this. Zaro swallows. This is no normal human ship. This is an old world design, from the age before the Great Silence. The crew has heard stories of that time. Stories of human wars that shook galaxies. Stories of weapons that should not exist anymore. Looking at the relic ship now, those stories no longer feel like myths. The relic warship returns fire. Its cannon glows bright. Brighter. Brighter. Then, boom. A beam of pure energy cuts through space like a sword. It hits the enemy battleship. Straight through the center. The alien crew watches in shock as metal melts. Shields collapse. And the hunter ship shakes violently. Parts of the enemy vessel explode into drifting fire. But the enemy is not defeated. The dark ship begins to repair itself. Metal moving like liquid. Holes sealing. Weapons rebuilding. Jorvik stares in horror. Captain, it's regenerating. Zaro feels a chill run through his body. This is why the ancient humans built such ships. To fight monsters that don't die. The relic ship's AI speaks again. Hostile regenerative. Upgrading weapon output. The crew looks at each other. Upgrading? Oh, this ship is 1,000 years old. What else can it do? The battle gets closer. The enemy ship charges forward, moving with terrifying speed. Almost like a creature, not a machine. It swings around and fires a massive blast. Bigger than anything before. This one could destroy the human relic. Captain Zaro shouts. Relic ship. Move. But the ancient warship does something strange. It slows down, then stops, then faces the blast head-on. Jorvik screams. It's not fast enough. It can't dodge. Captain Zaro whispers. It's not trying to dodge. It's doing something else. The relic ship opens a hidden system. A large panel on its belly unlocks. Dust flying off. Old metal shifting. A core glowing inside. Something ancient. Something humans never used again. Something banned in most galactic empires. The alien crew stares in shock. Captain, is that? Zaro nods. His voice is almost shaking. A gravitational weapon. Jorvik's voice cracks. But those were destroyed thousands of years ago. Not this one. The relic warship activates it. Space bends. The enemy blast curves. Its path twists. The bolt is pulled away. Dragged off course. As reality bends around the relic ship. The alien crew screams in disbelief. It redirected the attack. That's impossible. The relic ship fires again. This time straight through the curved path of warp space. The beam hits the enemy battleship at a perfect angle. The dark vessel shakes violently. Pieces break off. Energy pulses flicker. For the first time, the enemy ship seems afraid. The human AI speaks with cold precision. Tactical advantage secured. Finishing hostile. The alien crew realizes something chilling. This ancient human warship is not just protecting them. It is hunting the enemy. Just like it did 1,000 years ago. Just like it was built to do. Black smoke spills from its wounds. Its engines flicker weakly. Its armor melts and reforms again, slower this time. The creature ship is hurt. Very hurt. For the first time, its regeneration is failing. The alien crew watches silently, shocked beyond words. Jorvik whispers, "Captain, what is that thing?" Zaro doesn't answer. His eyes stay locked on the monstrous vessel as it twitches and shakes. He has a terrible feeling he already knows. The enemy ship speaks. Not with words, but with a deep, horrible sound that vibrates through metal and bone. Greery. The alien crew clutches their ears. The sound feels alive. Predatory. Then their translator system activates by force, as if the signal is overriding everything. A distorted voice echoes through the bridge. Who commands? Still, resist. Still, fight. The aliens freeze in horror. This monster knows humans. It has met humans before. Captain Zaro whispers. No, it cannot be. The Relic warship answers. The human AI speaks with emotionless calm. Identity, null breeder class. Threat level, extinction level. The alien crew gasps. Null breeders. A name only found in old records. Creatures thought to be myths. Machines that evolve, multiply, and destroy entire star systems. Jorvik's eyes widen. Captain. This enemy, it's one of the things humans fought 1,000 years ago. Zaro nods slowly. This is the enemy that made the ancient humans build ships like this Relic. An enemy that even galactic empires feared. The enemy battleship begins transforming. Its body stretches and cracks open. New limbs form from glowing black metal. Cannons grow like bone from its sides. The ship is mutating, changing to counter the human Relic. Learning. Adapting. The alien scanners scream. Power spike. New weapon signature detected. It's rewriting its own structure. Jorvik whispers. It's evolving during battle. The Relic warship reacts instantly. Panels shift. Cores glow. Weapon ports open again. The AI speaks with urgency. New form detected. Adjusting countermeasures. Captain Zaro stares in awe. It's adapting too, just like the enemy. Jorvik breathes. This is not a normal ship. It's a living war machine. The dark creature ship fires a new weapon. A beam of crackling black energy blasts out. Thin, fast, razor-sharp. This one is different. This one is dangerous. The Relic ship tries to raise its shield. But the blast cuts through space like a knife. It slices the Relic's side. A huge piece of ancient armor tears away and floats off into darkness. The aliens gasp. Jorvik shouts. It broke the shield. It broke the shield. For the first time. The human Relic ship is injured. Sparks burst from its hull. Systems flicker. Lights fade. But then, something strange happens. The Relic ship awakens a deeper system. A dull blue glow appears beneath its hull. A glow none of the aliens saw before. Panels shift. Old metal cracks. A hidden compartment unlocks. The alien crew stares. Captain Zaro whispers. What is that? Jorvik's voice is barely a breath. A second core? The human AI speaks. Activating protocol. Last dawn. The aliens freeze. Last dawn? That sounds like something final. Something desperate. Something humans used only when everything else failed. The enemy ship senses danger. It moves back. Its cannons charge. Its form shifts again in panic. It feels fear. The human Relic ship opens its second core. A wave of blue-white light spreads through space. Silent. Slow. Beautiful. Every screen on the alien ship freezes. Every scanner goes blind. Every system stops. Only the Relic ship still moves. Captain Zaro realizes. This is not a weapon. It is a battlefield reset. Jorvik gulps. Captain, humans use this to level entire war zones. The AI gives one final warning. Allies, hold position. Hostile, termination imminent. The blue light begins to pulse. Building. Growing. Ready to unleash something powerful enough to rewrite space itself. The aliens can only watch. The null breeder can only fear. And the ancient human ship prepares to end a monster it fought long ago. It spreads across the battlefield like a rising sun. Slow, calm, quiet. But carrying a power that makes the stars themselves tremble. The alien crew watches in complete silence. Jorvik finally speaks, voice shaking. Captain, I think this is the end of the enemy. Zaro nods, but his face is tense. Yes, but maybe also the end of everything around it. Last Dawn protocol was never meant for small battles. It was used in ancient wars where whole sectors were lost. A final measure. A last resort. A weapon beyond logic. The null breeder senses doom. The enemy ship screams with a terrifying metallic roar. Its body twists and stretches violently, trying to escape, trying to adapt, trying to survive. Panels explode open. Black liquid metal rises like tentacles. Weapons crackle with dark lightning. The creature ship fires everything it has. Dark beams, plasma storms, energy spikes. The alien crew panics. Captain, it's attacking in every direction. We won't survive this. Nzaro grips the console tightly. The Relic ship is drawing all fire. Just watch. The Relic human ship does not move. It floats calmly in the middle of the storm. Weapons silent. Shields gone. Engines dim. Only the blue-white core glows. Energy slams into the Relic ship from all sides. Blast after blast after blast. But the ship holds. It does not break. It does not retreat. It does not fear. The last Dawn protocol continues to charge. Then the AI speaks again. Cold. Calm. Focused. Hostile fire ignored. Charge, 90%. Allied ships remain still. Jorvik shakes his head. It's taking all the damage on purpose, to protect us. The alien crew is stunned. This Relic human ship, left forgotten in a dead system for 1,000 years, is defending aliens it doesn't even know. Captain Nzaro whispers. Humans built machines with hearts. The null breeder makes its final transformation. The creature ship reshapes into a massive spear-like form. A giant black spike aimed at the Relic ship. Its whole body becomes a weapon. It charges forward at impossible speed. Like a meteor of darkness. The alien scanners scream. Impact in 5 seconds. Jorvik cries out. Captain, it will pierce straight through the Relic. But Nzaro watches carefully. No panic. No fear. Wait. The Relic ship finally moves. Just a little. Just enough. It tilts its hull, aligning the core perfectly with the incoming monster. The AI speaks. Charge, 100%. Last Dawn protocol, execute. Everything turns white. No sound. No motion. No time. Just a blinding wave of pure light. Exploding through the battlefield. The null breeder hits the wave first. And freezes instantly. Its metal skin cracks. Its weapons break. His body twists into dust. The creature tries to roar. But the sound never leaves its throat. The light tears it apart from the inside. Piece by piece. Atom by atom. Until nothing remains. The alien crew watches the impossible. A monster that survived for centuries. Dies in seconds. Then the light fades. Slowly. Softly. Peacefully. The world becomes quiet again. The alien ship stabilizes. Their systems reboot. Their scanners come back online. Jorvik gasps. Captain, the enemy is completely gone. Nzaro nods. The Relic did it. But then he frowns. Where is the Relic ship? They find it drifting. The ancient human warship floats silently again. No glow. No voice. No movement. Its hull is cracked. Its armor is burned. Its weapons are gone. Used everything. Everything. Jorvik whispers sadly. Is it dead again? Captain Nzaro shakes his head slowly. Not dead. Resting. The Relic ship saved them. It defeated a null breeder. It used a forbidden weapon. And now, it returns to silence. A small light flickers on its hull. Just once. A faint signal. Weak. Gentle. Their translator decodes it. Threat neutralized. Allies safe. Entering rest mode. The alien crew sits quietly, overwhelmed. Jorvik wipes his eyes. I wish humans were here to see this. Nzaro nods softly. They would be proud. Final moment. As the salvage team prepares to leave, the Relic ship gives one last message. A soft whisper in human language, spoken by an AI that has waited 1,000 years. If humans return, tell them. I kept fighting. The light fades. The ship goes silent. But this time, it is a peaceful silence. A hero's silence.